Hey everyone, Shabby here and welcome back to another Wrestlemania hype match. This one is the first of our women's matches and it will be Alexa Bliss defending her women's championship against Nia Jax. Now this one just confuses the life out of me. I don't understand how this is going to work. It does have a build, a pretty decent build to it, but I just don't get it because the way that it's been built up, surely all you can see in this match is a squash match. So I'm not quite sure how it's going to work unless Alexa can do some damage to Nia or Alexa can form an alliance with somebody else who can help her out against Nia. I have no idea, but it's going to be a tricky one for her, I think. I do feel like Nia Jax will walk out with the championship. Just because, I don't know actually, I don't know. I thought she would, but actually the more I think about it, more probably Alexa would keep it, but Alexa's had that belt now for quite some time, but literally Nia's just really entered the championship picture out of nowhere, but then again she's been by Alexa's side for quite a chunk of time. Yeah, it's an interesting little combination match, this one. This is one of the matches on the whole card that is just keeping me, not confused as such, but keeping me interested, because you know, you look at a lot of the matches and you can probably guess. Probably 90% of them, you're probably pretty sure who you think is going to win. But in this one really does have many different options, doesn't it, really? I'm talking complete crap now, aren't I, again? Yeah, the more I think about it, the more I'm leaning towards Alexa Bliss again. I don't know why. I just feel like as the champion and stable hand and that sort of thing, then maybe she would be the best one to keep moving forward with the championship. Is it a risk giving it to Nia Jax? She's never held it before. The crowd are slightly behind her. Not massively, I don't think. She's not... The thing is, she's playing a face role now, and Alexa's playing the heel, and it doesn't really work. With a size difference, you would imagine it would make sense. It would make sense if Nia was the heel, but if Nia just turned and destroyed Alexa Bliss, but it just doesn't work like that, does it? It's just the whole concept of this match has just got me completely confused, and I have no idea who's going to win it. But it's going to be an interesting one to watch. I dare say Alexa will get some sort of unfair advantage at the beginning. Maybe Nia will hurt her ankle or something. She'll go down on her ankle, and then Alexa will just work the ankle over for a while, or that's probably the best way. Maybe Nia has a really strong start, then maybe goes for something like from the middle rope or something, hurts herself, and then that allows Alexa Bliss something to work on and try and get like a submission victory maybe. That could be the best way forward for this match, but there you go. So there's Alexa, your current Raw Women's Champion, been absolutely outstanding over the past couple of years, and she moved up to the main roster, even before the main roster. That little stint in NXT where she was managing Blake and Murphy was fantastic. And then to continue on with a run on SmackDown, being the first ever... Was she the first ever? I think she was the first ever SmackDown Women's Champion. And then, of course, becoming the Raw Women's Champion, the first person to ever... No, she wasn't the first ever SmackDown Women's Champion. Was she? I don't remember now. I don't honestly remember. But she was the first woman to win both belts, wasn't she? First person to win both belts on Raw and SmackDown. I'm just checking now. Look, championship history. No. Alexa Bliss is not the first champion. Becky Lynch was the first champion and lost it to Alexa Bliss, who then held it for 70 days, lost it, then won it back again. Okay, that makes sense. And Charlotte Flair is now the longest reigning women's champion of all time. Longest reigning SmackDown women's champion of all time, should I say. Yeah, so Alexa was the first person to win both women's championships, and the game's being quite kind to Alexa here. I don't think this is how the match is going to go. I do think that, like I said, Nia is going to probably get a very, very strong start. And do a lot of damage. I can't imagine at Mania they will allow Nia to squash Alexa Bliss. That just doesn't make much sense, does it? But at the same time, you never know. You'd never know. You would have said the same thing a few years ago about Sheamus and Daniel Bryan, wouldn't you? And then look what happened. Sheamus won the SmackDown Championship within, was it 14 seconds in the opening match of Mania against one of the hottest talents at the time. So, yeah, no one can quite read Vince's mind. It's a sick and twisted place that nobody quite understands. But he likes his men big and his women pretty, doesn't he? That's what he likes of Vince. So this is what I expect a bit more of early on, is Alexa being grounded while Nia just takes control with a strength advantage. But then if Nia does win the championship, where does that sort of leave the championship division? I would imagine Alexa will go for some sort of championship rematch at Backlash. But is that going to be the best way forward? Who else is there on Raw? Of course, we are expecting a superstar shakeup, so Alexa could end up back on SmackDown for all we know. Great double knees there by Alexa, now stalking the grounded Nia Jax. Alexa now big DDT on Nia Jax. Is that a finishing maneuver? That's not a finishing maneuver, is it? A finishing maneuver is a Sparkle Splash or Twisted Bliss. But it's enough and Alexa Bliss wins. Wow. Well, WWE 2K18 thinks that Alexa Bliss is going to walk out of this game, or this match, let's say, still your women's champion, and they reckon she's going to do it cleanly as well. Did very, very well, and I'm a bit surprised by that. I honestly, I don't know. I really don't know. I keep going back and forth, back and forth. I feel like Alexa will keep the championship because it makes more business sense at this point in time, with the big tours and that coming up, and it's a risk to give the belt to someone who's not held it before, although she has done very well for herself, Nia Jax. But at the same time, they've built her up for so long, they've built this storyline for so long, it would make more sense for Nia to win the championship and complete the storyline, wouldn't it? It's a real back and forth one for this, me. Let me know in the comment section below what you think is going to happen in this match at Mania. But either way, WWE 2K18 believe it's Alexa Bliss all the way. Right then, guys, I hope you have enjoyed that. Of course, if you have, then please do hit a like and, of course, hit subscribe if you want to see some more. We've got one more match coming up for you today, which I've got no idea what it's going to be yet. I really haven't got a clue what match I'm going to... I might just do the United States Championship match. You know, Fatal 4-Way, Orton, Rude, Mahal, Rusev. Get one of the big matches on. So, yeah, I've been Chubby Gamer. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you all for the next match. Bye.
One, two,